What is going on, everybody? This is Striker, welcoming you back to Vlogmas. That's right, day 11 of Vlogmas 2018. How are you guys doing? Happy Saturday. The Browns play today, and that's why I'm wearing the brown shirt. It's my Manziel jersey shirt, so shout out to that first round pick. But, it is what it is. How you guys doing? Hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's video. But before we get into this one, let's have a quick moment of silence for that black background yesterday. What a moment. Alright, so this is the background that I actually wanted to have up on the last video, but I recorded the video thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I probably thought that I could just chroma key out the stuff when I was recording it, which is where the black background came out of, because the background behind me is actually like super bright green. You can kind of see it like reflect off of my shoulders and off the top of my hair. So I think in my brain, I figured I would just chroma key it out when I was recording it, and then when I went in to make the video and render it out, I would just put the snow in, and it doesn't work that way. So I've got the snow in now. Now it looks all fancy, it's all Christmassy. So day 11, Vlogmas day 11. So what I'm gonna talk about today is my top 11 favorite rappers, I guess at the moment, to listen to, etc. And I'm also gonna talk about their favorite, or my favorite song that they do as well. Now just a fair warning, there's gonna be some people you probably might not have heard of before on this list. And there's gonna be some people on this list that are fairly small or not necessarily mainstream, because I don't necessarily listen to mainstream rap. I'm not going to name any artists or anything like that, because I don't want to define a category that's really indefinable, but most of the people who are really big on the radio right now, I don't really listen to a whole lot. I either just don't care for their music, or I think it's the same thing, or like with some of these artists like Ed Sheeran. He's not a rapper, obviously, but I'm using him as an example here. Ed Sheeran, I like his music for the first week when it comes out. I think it's overplayed so much to the point that I absolutely cannot stand to listen to it. So, if you guys have never heard of these rappers, by all means, you can look them up. I'm going to talk about them, a little bit about why I like their music, and then my favorite song that they have made. So let's go ahead and jump into the list. I'm going to go ahead and start with honorable mentions, and I'll work from 11 all the way up to number 1. So the first honorable mention is going to be Chris Webby. Back in the day, he did a bunch of stuff with Mac Miller when Mac Miller was starting off, and then obviously Mac Miller got to be a pretty big artist, and then tragically lost his life due to all sorts of stuff. I don't want to speculate. Nonetheless, Chris Webby is actually a pretty decent rapper. He's very lyrical in the way that he raps, but he's also, I don't know what the word, he's very outspoken. A lot of his music isn't, about big booty bitches and hoes, and that's it. He talks about a lot of real things and things that he's really passionate about, or things that he doesn't agree with, especially like in the political world. My favorite song from him to listen to at the moment would be Raw Thoughts. He did do a second one, but I don't think it's as good as the first one. But he's a very lyrical rapper, and I quite enjoy his music. Alright, so another honorable mention would be NF with the song Lie. Quirky dude, I've heard some of his stuff before. There's a couple of, I think Lie is probably the biggest one that's ever made it like to the radio, up on the charts. He's had a couple of other ones in the past that I liked before. He's just a different kind of rapper. He does some stuff that's more personal to him, which I really quite enjoy. So that's why he makes the honorable mentions list. And then my third honorable mention would be J. Cole with KOD. I don't necessarily like a whole lot of J. Cole's music. I think maybe 10 or 15% of his music is what I would enjoy and listen to, but the song KOD, especially when you're listening to some good bass, whether it's in your house or in your car. For me, I listen to everything in my car. That song claps, son. That song is fantastic. So J. Cole, third honorable mention. And now we're going to go ahead and start working up the list from 11 up to number 1. So number 11 of my favorite rappers, we'll just call them favorite rappers, would be Mike Stud with the song Swish. There's plenty of other music that he has produced that I quite enjoy. He's a little bit different. He was a pitcher, and he played with Strawman, who plays for the Blue Jays. He was a closing pitcher, and I think he was at Duke. He ended up breaking an arm, and then breaking his other arm later, but he, in the meantime of trying to return to the field, he started rapping, and then his rap career kind of took off and everything. So I don't necessarily know if he's going to make it big, per se. He's not going to be necessarily featured on all the radio stations and everything like that, or the top 100 or Rap Caviar or whatever on Spotify, but I think he's pretty good. I like some of his music. He's kind of cool. Then coming in at number 10, we have Post Malone with the two songs Rockstar and Ball For Me. I do quite enjoy listening to both of those songs, but I'll tell you why Post Malone makes it at number 10 and not higher on this list. I don't know if I can necessarily call him a rapper. He's kind of like a pop rap duo person thing. It's like people calling Taylor Swift country. She's not. She sings pop songs now. Did she start off in more country music? Sure, but even then it was like country pop. So I can't necessarily consider Post Malone to be a pure rapper by any means. And also Post Malone kind of gets like Ed Sheeran with his music, where you like it at the beginning and it sounds really great and you really groove to the song, and then it's overplayed to the point of you going, I don't ever want to hear this again in my life. I have literally turned off my radio before when an Ed Sheeran song comes on because I am just so freaking tired of listening to it. And that's how I can get for Post Malone, which I think is a shame. A lot of his music is really good, but he comes in at number 10 because I can't really necessarily call him a rapper. Yeah. All right, moving onwards to number 9 is MGK with the song Rap Devil. I'm not saying the song Rap Devil is great. I'm not saying that he beat Eminem in the spat that they had back and forth. I'm not saying that he is better than Eminem or anything like that. What I'm saying is I like that song. I think it's a good song, and I enjoy him as an artist. But, small caveat on MGK, I like him as an artist when he's a rapper and not a rock, rap mix thing. Because he kind of started out doing some of that, and then he had his like first boom when he was rapping, and then he kind of went back towards doing like rock and rap music, and now he's kind of shifting back towards just rap music. So I don't know. I like him as an artist. There are a bunch of songs from him from a long time ago that I used to listen to all the time, and he's just pretty good overall. All right, you guys can have your own stance on the whole MGK Eminem thing, but I really enjoyed the song Rap Devil. All right. All right, moving onwards to Lil Dicky with the song Pillow Talking. He's a goofy dude. His songs are really weird, really odd. I don't know how else to characterize his music. He's a pretty goofy dude. So yeah, he comes in right above MGK, so that's 11, 10, 9, 8, number 8, Lil Dicky. I don't think he's necessarily going to have the biggest, baddest of rap careers, but I think a lot of his music's pretty cool. So coming in at number 7 then would be Hopsin. And I actually have 3 different songs that I like to listen to, like current favorite songs, would be the Ill Mind of Hopsin 7, Ill Mind of Hopsin 8, and then Bout the Business. I've listened to Hopsin for a long time, and actually I was around before he like got big. I was listening to him in his underground rapping days, which there really isn't an underground rapping, but anyways, back before he was really big or anyone even knew about him, I was listening to him. I'm not going to call myself like an original listener to him because I don't know, I'm sure he had a much larger following than just me, but he's been around a lot. He's got some very different music than a lot of rap. I think that's kind of why I like it. It's a little bit, I would say, darker and maybe grungier almost when it comes to his rapping and just his style. I like lyrical rappers for the most part, people who aren't just singing the same thing over and over. Like, how many Chris Brown songs aren't about the same thing? He's got like 3 different things he talks about and that's it, you know? I really like his music. I think he's really unique as an artist, and that's one of the reasons why he's one of my top rappers. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to number 6. I really should have, I have a like list on my computer screen in front of me. I should have numbered these, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So number 6 is Amine. Don't know if you guys even know that's how it's actually pronounced, but it is. It's Amine, and his song Caroline. He had, I think Caroline really was the only big hit that made it to the radio, and there were some other songs that he's now starting to get bigger. And that's the thing too, is like the radio stations I listen to are mostly pop music and not rap music, so he could definitely be all over mainstream rap radio, and I wouldn't know it. But that song Caroline, although it's literally the same thing sung 3 different times, is fantastic. I can absolutely groove to Caroline on a daily basis. Fantastic freaking song. I don't know what it is about it that I like, I just really like that song. Moving into number 5 would be the rapper Futuristic with the song The Greatest and Bodied, which also, I guess, honorable mention to Devon Terrell, a guy that he does a lot of his music with. I think Devon is a really good artist as well, but he's more of an R&B singer who also does rapping as well. So, Futuristic is an incredibly lyrically gifted rapper. All of his songs are very deep and very lyrical. You know, he really has a great way of speaking, and the song The Greatest, if you listen to it, that's where you'll be able to hear all of that, because he's just so quick with his tongue to be able to pronounce every single word in a row. A lot of other great songs that he has that he's very quick to rap on, and I think there was another YouTube channel out there that did like the top 5 verses, or top 5 fastest verses of all time, and I want to say that Futuristic either came in 1st or 2nd place, and he beat out a lot of people. So Yeah, go ahead and check him out. Honestly, I recommend it. A little bit different, but he's a good rapper. Number 4, I'm going to go ahead and put a big old caveat on this one. This is likely a rapper you have never heard of, and that is okay. Also, I'm going to say that I do not personally like him as a rapper, but I like his beats. He creates his own beats, he creates his own music, he writes his own songs, and he raps over it. He's a white mumble rapper from Canada. Sounds goofy, and it is. So the name of the artist is BB No Money, which sounds stupid as well. And my favorite 2 songs from him are Bubblin', which is actually a pretty recent song, and then the song Zoom. I'm telling you right now, you're probably not going to like his music. The lyrics are absolutely stupid. He mumbles everything, but the beats are fantastic. And when you put those on something that's bass boosted, whether it's a car or whatever stereo system you got, it's fantastic. It really is. I like his beats. That's the main reason why I listen to him, is because I like his beats. Okay, moving onwards. No judging, all right? No judging here. Y'all gotta keep moving on with that judgment stuff, all right? But let me know in the comment section who your favorite couple rappers are. You know, top 5, top 3, top 10, whatever you got. Let me know. So number 3 for favorite rappers would be Lil Wayne with the song A Milli. Again, kind of the same reason as a lot of these other rappers, is their beats are fantastic. A Milli absolutely destroys bass systems. It's 10 out of 10 when it comes to banging in the car. So Lil Wayne has been around in my life since, I don't know, probably middle school. I don't think I listened to much rap prior to middle school, but I can remember sitting on the bus in middle school playing soccer, and we're traveling to a game, and it was me and my buddy who was a goalie at the time. There's an emergency vehicle outside. I'm sorry, hopefully everyone's okay. But me and my buddy would sit there, and we would both have our iPods, and we would put our earphones, can't speak today, whew, put our earphones in and start the song at the same exact time and rap the song with each other. It was the greatest bond ever when it came to soccer players. But Lil Wayne has been around for a while. He's been around throughout my life, and he's just a great rapper. I really just, there's a lot of stuff about Lil Wayne's music that I really do enjoy. Likely you guys know who Lil Wayne is, because he's been around for quite a while. Little young toonch. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to number 2, though. And that is going to be G-Eazy with the song Some Kind of Drug, and then sort of the song Reverse, because I'm pretty sure it's actually Vic Mensa's song that features G-Eazy. But it's quite the track. Now, G-Eazy, I've been listening to G-Eazy before his first album came out. I was one of the original, straight up OG listeners. All right, you guys can hate on that all you want, but I've been listening to this man's for a long freaking time. I enjoy a lot of his music. It's a little bit different. I guess it's like a Bay Area style. It's that West Coast, but it's different for the style of rapping. I really enjoy a lot of his music. I'm not defending any of these people and their actions or anything like that, because obviously a lot of people out there in the public eye will get judged about doing this, that, or the other. You know, it's what it is. I'm not saying that I personally promote these guys, but as an artist, I really enjoy G-Eazy's music. So he comes in at number 2. I listen to G-Eazy a lot, very frequently, and have for years, and I've always kept up with his music, so I figured there was no reason to not put him at number 2. And when it comes to number 1, most of you guys probably can guess what my number 1 is, but it's going to be Eminem, and the song that I listen to all the time, if I have the chance, is Rap God, because this dude, much like all these other rappers, is a super duper lyrical genius. Like, Eminem is absolutely a freaking genius. He just studied the freaking dictionary for fun so he could increase his rapping, but he makes all of these subtle little references. It's fantastic. His music is super duper deep too. When you actually like read the lyrics and go back through and like double check what that means to a certain day, oh my god, this dude is throwing out all sorts of references just about in every single line. Fantastic artist, fantastic rapper, and he's been around for quite a while. I don't really necessarily see him going anywhere. He's what, 40, like late 40s, 45, 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. I don't know. He might be close to 50. I don't think he's 50 yet, but nonetheless, I think Eminem's still going to be around, whether it's like a full-time artist, or he gets featured every now and again, or he comes out with like an album every couple of years. I still think he's going to be around for a while. We'll probably see Eminem rapping into his 60s or 70s, because he's just a freaking genius. So yeah, that's my list of my top 11 favorite rappers, I guess favorite rappers to listen to. Like I said, not necessarily the most well-known list of guys. Like, I'm not going to put Drake on here. Drake is kind of like Post Malone. I don't necessarily consider him to be a rapper, although he is a rapper. But I don't really listen to Drake music. I don't like his music. But anyways, so a lot of unknown names, a lot of smaller rappers, or maybe a guy that you've listened to or heard of once or twice, and you go, yeah, I'm never going to listen to that guy again, which is totally fair. We're definitely allowed to listen to different music, and I am by no means ever going to call you out and say that you're wrong for liking a certain kind of music or a certain artist. So you keep doing you, but like I said before, let me know who your favorite rap artists are, or even you can go into, you know, pop or whatever. I don't listen to country, so I'm not going to be able to do much on that, or rock. I listen to pop, hip-hop, rap, R&B sometimes. That's about it. So let me know who your favorite artists are, whatever, your favorite song to listen to, however you want to take that. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys for watching and everything like that. And tomorrow we will be into Vlogmas day number 10. So I will see you all next time.